be serious. I don't give a damn about no jazz band. You never make time for us. It's always, see you when I get back, babe. Love you like no other. Well, you damn sure don't love me like you love that damn jazzmatazz or whatever y'all call yourselves.
It's jazzmatic.
That too. Well, you better get it together sooner than later, or else this lady is gonna be out looking for greater bars.
I thought we was having a band tonight. Anybody seen the band? I'm docking they pay. I'm docking they pay on right now. Give it up if I can get their money. That's what I'm talking about.
This is my molecular special.
Hold up, what?
Oh, I know you ain't gonna just walk in here an hour and a half late. I just know you ain't gonna walk in here an hour and somebody give me his check.
Yo, we gotta do better, my niggas. You know what it is. Time waits for no man.
I'm starting to think we don't need no band tonight. I can just sing for y'all myself. Do the church want Ron to sing tonight? Oh man, I'm about to play the harmonica or something in there, banjo.
Yo, what the fuck, superstar?
Hey, yo, Cecil, I literally ain't got time for your bullshit right now, yo. What do you want?
First of all, I want a band on stage on time for a change. Secondly, asses in the seats, but apparently you forgot all about that. You don't give a fuck.
Well, that's life, right?
Nigga, life, this a business. You supposed to be too fly for that. Get it right before you get it wrong. Either you're in or you're in the motherfucking way. Superstar.
Summer, winter, fall, and all I do for you will never change, won't go away. Never have I had someone do all the things that you have done. You are the only one I need in my life on earth. It's true, plain and simple pleasure. No one else can measure up to your love. I just can't get enough. Won't you come back to loving me down, just like the way it used to be, girl? Won't you come back to loving me down, just like the way it used to be, girl? Springtime, you'll find my mind has transcended your beauty. Now it's my duty to love you for who you are, to love you for all that you bring to my life here on earth. It's true, real, plain and simple pleasure. No one else can measure up to your love. I just can't get enough. No, 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 no. I can't get enough. You bring life here on earth, yeah. Plain and simple pleasure. No one else can measure up to your love, and I just can't get
Yo, we want to shout out my brother Dom and the Jazzmatics.
Shout out to the Zoe What Show.
Yo. Now listen, Dom went against my advice. And the record is an amazing record. I love the record. But you got bullets that are bigger than that one. And I wanted you to go with that bullet. But that's all right. The shit fire. You executed it well. Molecular struggled with his own word.
Molecular struggles.
Dude, it was only in the moment.
But why did you fuck up your word?
It was only in the moment. You fucked up. It should be all right.
Is it on? There's a little green light on the top.
No shit.
You see the green light on? Not on the side.
It's molecular.
Listen, man. When it comes to messing up words, you only mess up words in the moment. You can't mess
What
it
the
up
fuck
on
does that got to do with you in the video? It's your word. You're a bartender. Hey, how about a little molecular pour? You couldn't even do it.
But Joe, we did takes. Don't lie to the people. And cut. Let's do this again.
I couldn't do the word. Since I know the word, the right word, why would I mess up the word on purpose?
Molecular is your right word.
I couldn't mess it up.
Listen, the next single will be Zoe's pick. But I appreciate you all for checking it out. You know what I'm saying? Go check out This Is Jazzmatics when you can.
Where's your YouTube channel where all of your videos are?
You can go to Jazzmatics on YouTube. It's simply Jazzmatics. JAZZMATIX.
Yeah, because you need to get the numbers up on that.
Sure did, yeah.
I definitely want you to get the numbers up on Spotify.
Yeah.
As it Apple, everything. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, man, let's get the numbers up on this project because it's a dope project, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Yep. Let me run through this real quick. Yo, this is bag number 2 of He Is Risen. Bag number 1 is gone. Remember, Dr. Russell only gave me 500 pills. So that's basic, that's 100 bottles. 10 per bottle, that's 100 bottles. Bag number 1 is gone. He is risen and he's strengthened.
That's not the new batch?
This is the new batch.
That's the new batch, okay.
Oh, the old batch been gone. These are the black pills.
Oh, okay.
The black pills are stronger than the green pills. The reason why he made them a little bit stronger is because he know a lot of guys out here eating bad, not detoxing. So he said, I'm gonna make them stronger so it can bypass some of that cholesterol in your veins.
Right.
But this is a very powerful libido pill created especially for Zoe Williams by Dr. Russell Herbals. Let me tell you something. See, while y'all bullshit, let me. That's how your uncle used to act. Hold on. Right. You want to say some shit, huh? Let me get my shit out. This right here.
This nigga got the special. This nigga put out the special bottle.
No. They hit me with this. This right here.
It's another red.
Is the red pill.
Red pill.
Well, I can take one of those?
No, you cannot.
I can take one of those.
I've seen all the pills. I've seen the red ones, the blue ones, the black ones. The red ones are potent, by the way.
Yeah? You think?
Yeah.
I love it. Somebody said, Zoe, on the and Still I Rise program. Yes, I am.
Still I rise.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Ladies and gentlemen, please continue to support Russell Herbals. All right, go to russellherbals.com. Please. I am the pusher man. I'm in the lounge and people are giving me listen, man, people are giving me their responses. Their responses are to me, that's the best response you can get.
Quiet two in the corner.
Yeah, that's the best every time they see me. So that means it's working. All right. So I want you guys to continue to support He Is Risen as well as russellherbals.com. Now, how do you get He Is Risen? You got to Cash App me. All right. Cash App, $Zoe what netter. $71.60 for the bottle. You got to come with 10. That's $6 a pill. Comes
with 10.
Yeah, $6 a pill. 10 pills, $60. You okay?
I'm cool. You just use
cool?
where it comes and the whole slogan of coming. What? Time out.
What was that, Sarah?
I knew exactly what he meant.
Why y'all looking at me, man?
Yes.
You roll with him, man.
You said the word come. Nobody else didn't placate to the word.
What that got to do with anything? I just came here.
All right, man. Hey, so $11 for shipping and handling. All you got to do is Cash App me. $71. I will ship it out. I'm shipping out orders tomorrow. So, again, get your orders now because when they're gone, they're gone. That's all it is.
Dick Dynamite.
Dick Dynamite.
Oh, yeah.
Dick Dynamite.
And please,
That's
listen. A lot of y'all, if you purchase, like they'll hear me and I tell them go to the Cash App. They'll hit the Cash App, but they'll wait 2-3 hours
for the email
before they send the email.
Don't do that.
Do it at the same time, because I'm not finna go looking for your address.
That's right.
You're gonna have to hit me back later and be like, hey, did you? And I'm gonna say, yeah, but your order came in here, and then the address came in 250 emails later. Send them both at the same damn time.
Someone said if they buy more, is the shipping still the same?
The shipping is still the same if you buy more. Shipping is still the same. All right? I'm just telling you, get them now while they last. All right? Because they're not going to be only 100 bottles. So bag number 1 is gone. This is bag number 2. Also, I want you guys to support. It's very important. Support Shepherd Sweets.
Man.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the reason why I tell you to support Shepherd Sweets.
Because it's delicious.
Because it's delicious.
That shit had Kev trying to take my head off.
No, it did not.
He tried to kill me.
No,
He punched me in my chest. He punched me in my chest.
Somebody punch you in your chest, nigga. Look here, you ain't seen nothing, nigga. You left.
No,
you left. You left.
I saw you wrestling with
No, you didn't see me wrestling with this
I asked you to stop.
You didn't see me wrestling.
Kevin, I asked you to stop. I said, come on, man.
Wrestling with this nigga.
You blacked out.
The nigga blacked out over
Y'all
some
full of shit,
That's
nigga.
what happened, nigga. And I said, this nigga, I don't want to be here if the nigga fall out. I'm finna leave. The nigga heart ain't
Nobody
right.
believes that, nigga. If I was really wrestling with you, you'd be dead already. Nigga.
And you know, he's my brother. That's why I didn't press no charges or nothing like that. He punched me in my chest.
Somebody said, hey, where the nutritional facts part of the label? Exactly. They are on here. Seeing that you want to be Captain Expose a lot. Niggas is always trying to do some shit. Well, where the... Like, you give a fuck, nigga. I know you be digging in your ass
start doing
and then
that.
biting your fingernails, nigga. Don't come in here with that bullshit. You know you scratch your nuts and bite your fingernails. I know it.
You want to know the ingredients all of a sudden?
Motherfucker ain't washed his hand in 3 years. It's been a whole pandemic done happen. This nigga ain't washed his hands ever. Hey, what a nutritional fact. Like, you give a fuck.
How many grams of...
I know a nigga eating pork right now. Nigga, boy! Talking about wash your head. What's the nutritional? Like, you give a fuck.
I need the nutritional facts, please.
They're on the bottle. And it's a 100% herbal supplement. No headache, all of that. That's Dr. Russell. But please continue to support Shepherd Sweets.
Man, check in my police stop law class yesterday, there was a lady who ordered 2 cakes. Mm-hmm. Well, she actually ordered 3 cakes. She ordered 2 of the sweet potato cakes and a pound cake. So she said they got there, and her husband, I think it was her, and her brother-in-law, they were there, and they was watching the game. Mm-hmm. And so she left. They went to the store and went to go do a couple of things. They weren't gone for about maybe a couple hours. She said they came back and both of the sweet potato cakes was gone.
Yes.
Full cakes though. They was full, not the little cake.
The big cake.
To the big cakes.
Yeah.
She said the big cakes. Both of them were gone. And she was like, they denied eating them. She said, they were like, oh, we don't know what happened to them.
Now that's some outright nigga lie.
Nigga, we don't know what happened to them cakes.
We don't know what happened. No, but continue to support the black-owned business here, Shepherd Sweets. Go there right now. Buy out their inventory. Listen, Thanksgiving is coming. If you guys really want to get busy on the Thanksgiving side of the game, get some cakes for Thanksgiving, now's the time to do it. You guys got to rush, and get those things happening.
It takes time to bake them cakes.
It really does. It really does. And get them shipped out to you safely, the whole 9 yards. So continue to support. Also, the Shrouded Lighthouse.
Yeah.
The Relationship Dismount. 2 of my best books ever. I love The Holographic Relationship. It's a great book. I want you guys to support that one as well. But these bookends, this one came in 2015. This one came in 2021. The Holographic Relationship came in 2019. I can't wait to tell y'all what the new one is for 2023. Well, it might be 2024. My transcriber, she's ill right now. But listen, please support these works. Go to Amazon.com. This book is exclusively on Amazon.com. Go there, get it, Kindle, paperback, all of that. It's on Apple. You can buy it and get it on your iPhone. What is that? iBooks. You can do all of that. Yeah. This is on iBooks as well. Or you can go to my website, theshroudedlighthouse.com. Please continue to support. Total Package Energy. Listen, y'all better keep this black-owned business in business. All you people who've been supporting Total Package Energy for the last 7 years, please continue to do so. Go to their website right now and cash mob them. You know you're going to need, the holiday seasons are coming. You're going to need that extra boost of energy. Please continue to support the B12, the vitamin C, the energy shot, as well as the pea protein. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. TotalPackageEnergy.com. Now, also, X-Wolf has rejoined the fray. Y'all got to support X-Wolf like you used to. Y'all got to go over there and check with these boys. They got some good stuff. What's in here? Maca root, yohimbe, horny goat weed.
Horny.
L-arginine.
Me so horny? Yeah.
Panax ginseng, root powder, saw palmetto berries. Boy, if you don't get your whole situation together. No, that Lighthouse is a cold book. Yes, it is. But, you know, we got to get behind it. We got to support it. It's definitely a cold book. Please continue to support X-Wolf. Go to X-Wolf, xlabsups.com. Support, xlabsups.com. Also, Beal sauce. If it ain't real,
it ain't Beal.
Please continue to support the black-owned business known as Beal sauce. This is a bona fide situation right here. These boys are taking it to the next level. These are veterans. They were in the Marines. That's why, they have the labels, Gunny Fire. They got the ranks on their hot sauce. Please continue to support. Go to BillSauce.com. Bobby, what do you have to promote, good brother?
First of all, I just want to acknowledge the fact that Veterans Day was last Friday, and it's a conflicting holiday for many of us. But for those who served and died, like my cousin Sergeant George D. Osborne, who's featured in my book, Real Men Don't Play. If you want a copy of that, you can go to Amazon, or you can, get in touch with me directly. So salute to all of the Buffalo soldiers, and we're on the battlefront right now, whether we know it or not. Also, I want to acknowledge the fact that this week is going to be very exciting for me. One of the reasons I got to leave early today is I got a conference call about Real Men Don't Play, the audio version, which is also being applied to a song that's being put together by one of my associates, Chris Brads, along with Silk Cozart, who I've known for over 50 years. Silk is doing some exciting things. He has a documentary he put together that's simply amazing, man, about the Native American culture. And we have a lot in common, those of us who share Native ancestry. So I'm going to leave it right there, man. Again, it's always a pleasure to be in the presence of such wonderful brothers, man, who continue to stick their necks out, because we ain't going to get nowhere unless we do.
That's right. Kev, where are you, bro?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. We're going to learn how to save your ass from the popo. I ain't got too much to say. Y'all know I do this every week. Y'all know the spiel. Right now, you have to be motivated to do it. So if you want to learn how to save your butt from the popo, just get over there to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. We're teaching people for free how to learn, how to protect yourself from the police. We have online classes, we have a certification. All we ask is that when you get this information, that you go back out into your community and teach it to the people. So that's the only commitment that we ask, but we're teaching you for free. So get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org if you want to sign up as a volunteer to learn your rights. Also, we have tools, we have manuals, Know Your Rights manual, we have cards, we got flashcards, we got everything, all the tools that you need to protect yourself from the police. That's at knowyourrightsfoundation.org. If you want that package for free, just go to realnoggers.com and order the Great Book of Melanin Research. I'll put the whole package in there for free. Just so you guys know, that package is worth $300. The Police Stop Law package is worth $300. So that's what you're getting for free. But I'll give it to you because I want you guys to learn your rights. So go over there. If you order the book, Great Book of Melanin Research, you'll get it for free. And I'm throwing in two decks of the flashcards if you order within the next week. There it is.
There it is. Timmy, tight, top.
What's the slogan?
We live.
Star of the Can't Get Enough video.
We live.
We live. We love. We juice.
Bobby, you should pay Bobby for that. He didn't change the whole brand.
First, why do I have to pay Bobby for something I already had already?
Every week, man.
Look,
bring these blessings, man. I'm happy with those. Yes.
Look, so everybody's always wondering, are people that haven't supported We Juice? I thank the people that has supported We Juice and the people that haven't. When you go to the store, people say, hey, maybe I can just buy juice in the store. But people don't realize these juices are actually fresh, okay? The juices in the store are actually pasteurized. All the juices in the store are pasteurized. Okay?
So the juices you give us are pasteurized.
They're not.
The ones that don't sell.
Yeah, this nigga, boy.
I mean, just on the show.
The ones that don't sell.
Sidetracked. All my juices sell, by the way.
Yes, sir.
No, we're not saying they don't sell.
Good product.
I'm just saying this one's like, take this one in.
What's that? Well, tell me. What about it? I just made that yesterday.
I cannot.
I just made.
All right, good.
I make stuff
because every
fresh.
now and then he bless us with some real fresh ones. Am I lying?
I do.
Motherfuckers be fresh as hell.
This is fresh.
And then sometimes.
It's just one. It was only one time.
Sometimes.
One time.
Okay.
So people don't understand that when you have this, it's fresh, it's nutrients dense. You know, it's fresh. Don't do it. It's fresh.
It's nutrient dense. Is what he said.
He know what I said.
He said, "Don't do it. Don't do it."
So this is fresh stuff. When you go in the store, the stuff is pasteurized. It's not fresh. It's not as good for your body. When you buy like any juices in the store, it's not the same.
Agreed.
So that's education for you guys that most people don't understand. And when you get the juices, there's a certain time that you actually have to drink the juices. You can't just let them sit out because they will spoil because it's a shelf life to it. It's fresh.
It's a perishable item.
Yes.
Perishable.
It's fresh. So
Hey,
you
man,
always
I'm trying to help him. Don't let him do.
Hold up.
We live.
So
we juice.
So when it comes to We Juice, we have all the things that you need: weight loss program, 6-pack, energy, detox, immunity, and we also have a weight loss in the 3-day cleanse. And also we have the shots, the wellness shots. So there's 2 wellness shots that's on the menu right now. That's actually not on I have them available, but they're not on my website. But I want to be your liver. So garlic is good for cleaning your liver.
Hey, give me that.
So this is a new juice that's on the new shot that's on my website. I want to be your liver. Has oregano oil, garlic, ginger, and orange. And then I have the Black Mamba, which is pineapple, cayenne pepper.
Hey, give me that.
Blackberry, and ginger. So the Black Mamba ginger shot is good for high in vitamin C. So those 2 shots, you can always, order those 2 shots. Just write me, say, hey, I want to be your liver, and I want Black Mamba.
You want a shot?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Here, I'll give her.
You can give her whatever you want.
Here,
I can give you the strawberry one.
Can you catch? No, them
Those
hands.
ain't catching hands.
Jazz hands.
Those ain't
You got
catching
to
hands.
step around here, girl. You gonna get hit in the face.
She did the sparkle fingers.
Support We Juice. Stay strong. We live. We love. We juice.
Yes. And that's everybody, right? Did we get everybody? All right, let's get right to it.
I'll get right to it.
I don't know which one of y'all saw it, but I saw it. And I'm not talking about Black Panther. I'm gonna go see that later.
I did see that.
I saw that.
Just too much to see right now. So it's a lot going on. I saw Hebrews to Negroes.
So did I. Oh, okay. So did I.
They played it at the Cigar Lounge. They said, "Oh no, hell no. We need to see. Let's just see what it is."
Let's go.
What'd you think?
Listen, man, it's right on par with what the Hebrew Israelites talk about.
Right.
And I didn't I didn't see anything wrong with it. I could see how some of those folk would be like, oh, yeah.
Well, and there was parts in there where he quoted Hitler.
Who, Kyrie?
No.
No, the
I was just, that was
I get it, Bobby. Yeah. No, but there were portions in there where they quoted Hitler. But what the documentary brought home to me was this. Everything we've been saying. Mm-hmm. I simply said what? Black people are everywhereians. Yep. I said stop getting caught up on names. We're the original Earthlings. We belong to. So in the documentary, the DNA piece connected African,
all the continents,
South America, Far East. Everybody's connected. And I said, oh, this is everywhereians.
Yeah.
So what happens is you tend to get locked into an identity. We are the Hebrews. Yes, we are, but we're also
before Hebrews.
Before Hebrews. Yeah. And we're also, you get what I'm saying? We are the Chaldeans. We're the Canaanites. Right. How about that? Let's just keep naming shit. Right? We're the Zoroastrians. Yeah. We're the original Persians.
The Commetans.
We're the Commetans. We're the South Africans. We're all of it. No. So what I'm starting to realize is
the Mayans also.
Mayans, we're all that shit. So what I'm starting to realize is they create a distinction between and to me, I have to go deeper in the research to find out. Because this reeks of white supremacy. Because white supremacy loves to separate the Southern African from the northern Africa.
Exactly.
So they'll say the sub-Saharan Africa is a whole different kind of monkey.
Like it was a big ice wall in fucking from Game of Thrones and shit.
So what I'm starting to see in some of this Hebrew doctrine is they're very vitriolic towards Africans. And I'm trying to understand why. Because biblically speaking, it's the separation between Ham and Shem.
Yeah.
But if Ham and Shem are brothers and they of the same,
it's
they're the same ethnicity. Where's the vitriol coming? So that's what I got out of it. I said, okay, everywhereans, I get it. Okay, cool. I understand the everywherean piece. And then also, I always tell people, when you study something that's rooted in a belief system, always stay objective. Always stay objective. Go in like a scientist, looking to disprove shit. Because what happens is people will proselytize and push a particular narrative and then assemble truth around it to push that narrative. So my initial interpretation of Hebrews to Negroes was factual. It was factual. It was rooted in connecting the DNA journey of all the folks. So I appreciated it. I appreciated it. But I also saw how especially one who is looking to be a perpetual victim, how one is looking, will pick something out and go, oh, that's what that is. No, I don't think that was the purpose. I think if you go back pre-40s, because, Israel didn't become a state before 48. So you go back pre-40s, you're going to get references from folk who lived there that said, no, this is what this is. These Arabs used to be black. These Ethiopians used to be black. These Egyptians used to be. They're going to go back and tell you that. And I think what happens is when you get somebody coming in saying the original 10 tribes, genetically speaking, go all the way back to the Bible, and somehow you have a white hierarchy over that.
In the Bible?
You be like, wait a minute, the original cats from, hold on, the original tribes, black as hell. How did y'all ascend to the hierarchy of Judah? Is that a word?
It is
Judaism.
Okay, Judaism. How did that happen? So again, like I said last week, I believe black history to them is anti-Semitic. When you start telling the truth about where the fuck you come from,
black history is anti-Semitic.
I believe that.
Ain't that a
It
teaching?
is. Well, if you understand, so there was something called the Feast of Saturnalia. So if you understand, they really worship Saturn. If you go into their culture, El going back is actually Saturn. So Saturn was worshipped by both people, the melanated people and the non-melanated people. It was worshipped by the melanated people when it was at its height.
Because it was like a
as
sun
the
at
pole
one
star,
point,
right?
right?
It was actually known as the pole star. Then as Saturn fell to the dark, what they call the dark side, that's when they started worshiping it. So the Saturnalia, they worship Saturn. In Saturnalia, there's a practice where the slaves can become the masters, where they flip. So when they worship in Saturn, the slaves can become the masters, and they can tell the masters what to do and do all kind of crazy ass shit. So basically, you're in a perpetual Feast of Saturnalia, where they've stolen our history. They flipped the whole script and become us. Because the hat that they wear, the little tiny the coaster that they wear, that's really a Peleus cap. So go and look up the Peleus cap. It was a cap that was worn by freed slaves.
Okay.
So, and that's the remnants of that. So if you look so when you understand the history that they've taken, they basically usurped your history, and they have to keep that quiet. So now the knowledge has come out. Everybody basically come from Africa. All right, nobody denies that. That's a fact. So all right, shit, we can't deny that. All right, well, how do we get around that? We just keep it quiet. So when somebody start talking about it, we just say, oh, that's anti-Semitic. So you start saying something about it, That way, we never have to talk to the point. We just act. We play the victim role. Never have to talk to the point, and then boom, we keep it suppressed.
Bobby?
I hope this is not too much of a stretch, but last week, Grandmaster Jay was given 7 years and 2 months for pointing a rifle in Louisville during the situation they had there with the not fucking around coalition.
Protest.
7 years for pointing a gun so far away from somebody that he couldn't have did anything but what he was doing. That was trying to see who was on the roof. Got 7 years and 2 months. I connect that to this other story that we're into right now because I see a parallel. They're always talking about sending messages. They're letting you know that if you get into the realm of where they can, bring you to trial for pointing a firearm that you could legally carry and not discharging it, what's next?
Oh, they'll tell you to take your $1 billion out of their bank. Also,
Did you guys see?
It's still $1 billion though.
Did y'all?
if it's $100 million, Bobby.
That's
But
more like
the thing, did y'all see Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, we about to talk. I got that on the. We gonna talk about it.
Because he killed. That was some perfect.
We gonna talk about it. I got that set up too because he's getting hit.
Who is that?
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
He did
we
a
got
monologue
the story.
the other night.
His monologue is getting backlash right now because they're saying it was anti-Semitic.
What?
Yep.
You talking about Saturday night?
Saturday Night Live. They're saying his monologue was anti-Semitic.
That was one of the all-time greatest sets.
That was in terms of comedy.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. You can see it on YouTube.
On YouTube?
The whole piece.
Lauren Michaels is Jewish that runs Saturday Night Live.
And he put it on.
Yep.
See, let me just say this. This is what we got to start dealing with. Listen, you can't say some shit is anti-Semitic if it's Jewish approved.
Right.
Okay? So
These are documentary.
if you get the Jewish stamp, you can't turn around and then say, no, that's anti-Semitic.
Jewish approved.
Bezos approved the Hebrews to Negroes movie.
What?
That's
It's
what
on Amazon.
It's on Amazon.
That's where Kyrie sent the link to.
Yep.
So it's Jewish approved. So we're gonna go after Kyrie after some shit he's Jewish approved.
So can Jewish people be anti-Semitic then? I'm not playing games with this shit.
What I'm saying is, your real history might be anti-Semitic. Black man. Because if somebody usurped your identity, that's what the movie was talking about with the DNA.
Yep.
When the movie said, oh, down here in Africa, the Zulu, the West African, the Igbo, there's even a video of a Caucasian Jew saying, yes, it's more than likely it's 100 million people in Africa with the DNA.
Yep.
Now, would it be considered, yes, they're Levites of the priesthood tribe. But here's the question. Would it be considered racist if we took some of that rabbi's dissertation on the 100 million or so black people in Africa with the gene, right, that makes them Jewish,
Right.
when he said, when they told us, they wrote a letter after they became a state and said, yo, we Jewish, accept us into Israel.
Right.
And what he said was, of course you would want to come back here. We're a first world nation, and you want to get away from your third world nation.
Yeah.
He said that.
Who said that?
This is a rabbi. Of course you want to come here. The right of return. All you have to do is prove that you're Jewish. Of course you want to come here and be a part of the innovation and the elevation that this new nation is putting together. I'm sure you want to get away from it. Couldn't we say, isn't that condescending and racist and disrespectful to folk who just saying, this is who the fuck we really are?
Elitist, yeah.
And they sent a Jewish geneticist down there to test him.
How long ago was this?
This is in the 40s. When Israel became a state after the 6 Day War.
1948.
You simplified that a little too much. When America carved out a place for these nomads.
Wait, hold on. How you gonna tell me something right after you asked me a question? No, you got that wrong. That's when we. But then you
Hey, sir, you're linguistic.
But
you ever heard of an epiphany? I just had one.
Okay, instantly. Right?
He's kind of right. I know what he means because in 1948, America, the reason Israel became an actual state is because America recognized them as a de facto state.
Right. Well,
So when
Israel couldn't beat Egypt or any of them, Saudi Arabia. They couldn't whoop nobody's ass back then. They had to be supported.
Right. And when a country recognizes you, even if you're a de facto state, when an actual viable government recognizes you, that makes you viable. So that's what
Especially
America
when they
did
back
for
it up
Israel.
with the nukes and everything else. We provide.
So I'm going to go back and ask the question. Can we please have a discussion where we really open up the legacy and the books and find out who's who and what's what? Would you guys do that? Or, because now it's starting to look childish, right?
Yeah.
It's starting to look real childish. Because just, if the whole world just say, you know what, well, fuck y'all then.
Right.
Well, that's anti-Semitic. Oh, you know what? Fuck all the shit you doing. What if the whole world just said, you know, y'all niggas doing a bit much. You know what? Fuck y'all.
Can we add one more step to that, Zoe?
Yeah.
The step would be, after the research confirms the validity of our ancestry and the kinship with people that now line themselves as Jews, why don't we take that case study and turn it into the force field that they use it as?
You need an anti-defamation league or an African anti-defamation league.
Because they beat us to death with that, because once they wrap themselves up in we special, come on, and then the world affirms that by allowing them to use that shield to beat us to death.
That's right.
I think we need to replicate that.
And to your point, Joe, when you talk about the world turning it and looking at them and saying, what the fuck, that plays into their playbook, quite frankly. The playbook I've been watching for 52 years is that when you come at us, oh, we're victims. Oh, you coming at us again. We're the chosen people.
That's the game.
And that's the game.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck them means ignore them. Don't do business with them.
Yep.
That's what fuck them means.
Boycott they shit.
Typically, you know, I don't know how it gets misconstrued. Can everybody hit the like button? Can we do that? If you guys are enjoying the show, you guys like what we're talking about, it's 500 more people in here than there are likes. Please hit the like button. Show your respect for the show.
Did y'all see Farrakhan?
I'm about to. I got that right here. We're gonna talk about every one of these.
Can I ask a question
pieces.
about Saturday Night Live though? Do you think Lauren Michaels will take up for Dave Chappelle more than Amazon took up for Kyrie?
Absolutely.
Sure.
He will?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a relationship. Lauren Michaels and Dave Chappelle, dude. Amazon and Kyrie don't.
Okay.
And Lauren Michaels had to approve the monologue.
Yes. He had to prove. No, and the
whole
skit.
show.
Did you see the skit? The barbershop skit?
The whole show.
That shit was beautiful. The barbers. They said everything with silence and clippers.
That shit was amazing.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
The way they did that skit. I was like, man.
Black Star.
And had Black Star on.
Who's Dave's best friend? But yeah.
That monologue was a mic drop. He dropped the mic, actually, after he did the shit.
So let's read this here. Dave Chappelle SNL monologue sparks backlash after being anti-Semitic. I don't want to bounce around from topic to topic. I want to just cover one and then go to the next. Dave Chappelle comments about the Jewish community during his Saturday Night Live monologue are being slammed as anti-Semitic. An Anti-Defamation League Chief Executive Officer, Jonathan Greenblatt, took to Twitter on Sunday to criticize the comedian and the NBC late night show. We shouldn't expect Dave Chappelle to serve as society's moral compass, but disturbing to see NBC SNL not just normalize but popularize anti-Semitism. Listen, we can't have a discussion. We can't talk. See, this is starting to seem. This is starting to seem real weird. Like we can't. It's comedy. It's art. Now it's not art.
Don't say anything about us. Don't put no spotlight over here, nigga.
That's the point.
And then the flip side is this: who do y'all talk about? And if we get the receipts on who y'all talk about, does that make you a hypocrite? By creating this standard. We can dish it, but it's against God for us to take it.
Come on, man.
And he said nigga several times during the.
He said nigga.
That threw me off too. I was
sure
like,
did.
"Where?
Come on."
He sure did.
He said nigga on NBC.
Yep. He sure did. Yo, a bunch of times.
But you can't say other shit on NBC.
So he says anti-Semitism. Green Black tweeted, "Why are Jewish sensitivities denied or diminished at almost every turn? Why does our trauma trigger applause?" Let me tell you something. Don't let your trauma isolate you to the point where you're on an island by yourself.
Come on.
This is humanity.
Come on.
How human are you if you can only recognize your own trauma? You didn't mention nothing about him saying nigga,
Right.
because that trauma is normal to you. But you don't want to normalize your trauma.
Come on.
But him saying nigga is quite all
We
right.
good. We good with that.
You're less human by not mentioning everybody that's been hurt. Does that make sense? Does that make...
Great point.
That makes perfect
Bobby,
sense.
your thoughts on that?
I'm still trying to sort through what you said earlier because it's such a lasting thought for me going forward. And that is, how do we figure out the best practice for us now that we are in this situation where we become more aware of how they've been successful at shielding themselves from criticism and the kind of attention that brings into question, how do they get away with dominating so much of the key industries in the world?
Because
They've set themselves up that way, organizationally.
Frank Lucas copied them. Frank Lucas said, who bought this motherfucking mink coat? Give me this goddamn mink coat. Threw that mink coat in the goddamn fire. We not supposed to be out here flashing.
Nigga, low-key, subversive.
Low-key power.
Organizational.
We not supposed to be out here flossing on motherfuckers. We run the world. Now,
Yes.
in normal circles, that would be considered a goddamn compliment.
Yep.
My people and I, we run the world. Rappers talk about it all day long. We at the top of the world. Twism. The world is mine. Right? We talk, whose world is this? It's yours.
Right.
This is what we do. We talk about running the world, right? But the people who actually run the world don't want to be associated with running the world. What's the problem? How is that anti-Semitic? Somebody educate me. I'm with it. I'll sit down and have a sensitivity class. I'll go see.
The hidden hand.
The
hidden hand. See, this is again, man. What Jewish movements have you seen? See, this is what melanated people. We so happy with movements. We all in the street. Movement this, movement that. Screaming from the mountaintop. Give me the bullhorn. Marching in the street. All kind of movements all goddamn day. Where are you organizationally? This is a major thing. You have a problem with organization, whereas the quote unquote the Khazars, I'll call them. They move subversive. They call them secret organizations, not secret movements, not secret gatherings. Everybody, melanated people, so used to gathering together and talking and working out your damn pain and your emotions, but you never direct that anywhere. You never direct it to any actual movements, any constructive movements. Them, on the other hand, they get together. They have an organization for an organization. They have child organizations. They have an organization for the child organization. You understand? They are set up to create a system for them to have power perpetually, constantly, for them to have power, and for you not to say anything about it. And if you do, because that shares, if you say anything just about them, period, you can't say nothing about them. They don't even want you to say nothing good about them, because that shines a light on anything. Like when LeBron said, "I'm getting money like the Jews or the Hebrews or whatever." It was a 21 Savage lyric. Yeah, no. So he was. It was LeBron. He was repeating. No, LeBron was repeating a 21 Savage lyric that he tweeted, and they came out and said that. Are you going? That's anti-Semitic. So he had to come out and apologize for calling them rich. Nigga, that was a compliment.
Hearken to them being rich too.
Right,
They didn't like that.
right. And I was like, nigga, that's a compliment. But you gotta apologize for complimenting.
But that's the light that's shining. We don't want that light.
But the movement is like a bowel movement. You get some shit out, but there's a whole bunch of shit still left in there.
Bobby, get in here.
To compliment and build off of the system aspect you just talking about, the next hurdle for us is distribution. Because that's where everything goes and stops our goals. It's distribution. You can have all the content, product you can make. How you gonna get it to
Who
the
owns the
marketplace?
distribution channel?
See, and that's where we need to really be laser-like in our focus now on distribution.
I like it.
And how to get into that element of the game. The reason I brought that up was I was watching Byron Allen on PBS the other night. Did you see that?
I saw a piece of it.
Powerful information, because that's what he has accepted about his reality. Everybody get that black card notification or something for it, man. And now that he's ran into that, he has embraced it to the point where he's able to come out publicly and articulate a position that we need to pay close attention to.
Yeah, he's trying to buy the football
And listen,
team.
Yeah, the Commanders.
I'm about relationships, and I think it's good to have open dialogue, honest dialogue. Like when you see therapists and clinicians working and coaching couples, they say, hey man, we have to create a space that's safe, a safe space, so we can talk. And then when we talk, we have to leave our egos and everything at the door. And then on top of that, we got to be able to listen to what's being said without judgment. And I understand that the Jewish folk are some traumatized people. But so are black folk.
That's what they should.
And when you listen, and when you talk about our shit, and it ain't about comparing traumas, because you know, but our shit is world classic beyond.
Right.
Our shit is the Thriller album level of trauma. Not to say, listen, your shit might be bad.
You might be bad. We Thriller, you bad.
Your shit might be bad trauma. I get it.
Thriller, you bad.
I get
That's
it.
hilarious, nigga.
But when you factor in that King Leopold practiced what he was gonna do to y'all on South Africa first, and 1 million Africans died. When you factor that in, you start to realize, man, we've always been seen as disposable. And nobody sees your community as disposable today. We should have the dialogue. We should be able to talk. We should be able to see where the connectivity is.
Because if you have that dialogue, there's some truths that about that era that they don't want coming out about who actually.
That's why I want the conversation.
That's why they not gonna have it. Listen, that's why they not gonna have it.
I used to play hoop right over here in Santa Monica. It's all type of Jews on that court. We all played. It was all love. We fought. We laughed. We had a good time. We talked shit. This one Jewish guy, his name is Mike. He's a movie producer.
You told me about it.
We call him Porno Mike.
Oh, Mike.
I said, Porno Mike, y'all motherfuckers rule the world. He said, you motherfucking right. He said, I'd rather be us. Wow. That's what he said.
You're motherfucking right.
That's what he said to me. He didn't go. So I'm wondering, this is what I'm wondering. Is it anti-Semitic when it's on a platform?
Nigga.
When it's on the bullhorn.
When it's on the bullhorn. Because on the basketball court,
it's cool.
We talking shit all day long.
Yeah, when the one-on-one it's okay. But no, you ain't
I said, you motherfuckers run this whole situation. He said, you motherfucking right.
But also, though,
and I'd rather be me. That's what he said.
And Leo,
I think they want us to get over it. They want to get away with it.
But they know what they're doing so much. They don't, because they don't care. Like when Leor Cohen was on the Breakfast Club and they showed the clip of this the other day, Charlamagne asked him about putting out the type of music or promoting type of music,
and he stumbled.
He
fumbled.
And he was like, so because he was like, you don't put that type of music out for your own community and shit. And they was like, so why do you put that type of music out for us? He was like, is it opportunistic? Yeah. And then he was like, so why do you do that? He said, well, look, I got to feed my family.
Yeah.
And so
And if I got to feed my family off your family's ass.
Then there it is.
Off of you niggas promoting you niggas killing each other and destroying the family archetype in your communities.
Yeah.
All of that shit. Hey nigga, well, it pays my family. Just like MC Search getting paid off of a goddamn Nas for 27 goddamn years. That's insane. 27 years.
No, Nas was in business with Search. It
But
wasn't
still.
it wasn't like Search was using Nas.
But
he was in business with
when he
Nas.
comes and he says, "I'm going to sell my piece. I'm going to sell my piece of Nas."
Because he was in business with Nas. It wasn't that kind of relationship, bro. I promise you, it wasn't that. It wasn't like a Leor Cohen relationship. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that at all. You know. And I heard Jay-Z do the little diss. I know who I paid. Searchlight Publishing. Again, this was about building legacy, helping Nas build legacy. This wasn't about Search trying to take advantage of Nas. That wasn't the case.
For 27 years?
Yeah, because he started with him when he first got his first record deal when he was 18 years old with Columbia.
So that's I think that's the point. What he's saying, at some point you should have cut that a long time ago, because he's like, all right,
What I'm saying is that's speculation. When you talk to Search or Nas, they cool. Nas has positive things to say about Search and the publishing. So if you're not connected to what that is about, then it becomes gossip and hearsay. Them two motherfuckers is cool, and they built a fucking legacy and dynasty off that shit. So that's all I'm saying. Like, sometimes shit be looking a certain way because we're on the outside looking in. We don't know what the surface of motherfucking Saturn is about, but if we judge it based on what we see through the telescope, we're gonna misjudge what's really happening on the surface.
So, did anybody see the Russell Simmons, what do I call it, manifesto? It's pretty deep, because he talks about his relationship with the Jewish community over the years and how it allowed him to build the Jay-Z's and all these other people through his association with certain Jews, that without their support, he'd have never been able to build his own brand.
And I'm saying, and all I'm saying is, even if that's so, for somebody to take 27 years to eat off of somebody for 27 years, when you're not the talent, it's his talent that you're eating off of for 27 years. Even if he's cool, even if you say he's cool with that, these are the type of deals that they create in that
I just think
industry.
that's a poor example right here. It says Nas did a song speaking on it on KD3. Again, King Disease 3, his new album. It's not he eating off of me. He's working. He's eating with me. He's working for me. Like, that's why I say sometimes you have to have an experience in that game to know what their relationship was. If he was eating off of him, he would have said something about it. Nas would have wrote a record about it. He would have said something about it. He didn't. But he also made a record talking about how they have a good relationship. So they were working with each other. That's
I wasn't saying anything about I'm not talking about their relationship. I'm talking about the deals that are created like that, where it talks about in those contracts.
That might not be the best example.
When they say we're going to get paid in perpetuity.
That's all we're saying. That's not the best example to use.
The thing that I'm getting to appreciate is the pieces of the pie.
Right.
Because what can look a certain way,
ego.
He the one that went in the studio and he came up with the idea. Well, it died right there. Otherwise, if there wasn't somebody who brought as a component the ability to get it to the marketplace. So if both people are contributing and they both satisfied with their situation, I think it's a win-win.
And there you have it. I like that. We got a whole shitload of shit.
Doesn't that sound like the music industry?
Sarah?
Okay, so I know in the Bible and also in the Torah, it talks about as a fundamental principle that Jewish people are to possess the land. They are to, whatever they go out, even if it's not theirs.
Sarah, where in the fuck does it say that? Did you hear that?
It talks about it all the time about
in
possessing
both the
land.
Bible and the Torah.
It talks about them possessing the land. That's a fundamental
In
principle
which book,
of it.
though?
Even when every time they were going up to battle,
No,
even
hold
when
up.
they prayed.
I just want to know the source.
Uh-huh.
Is it the Torah or the Bible?
In both books, they actually speak of it.
Can we find the verse?
I learned this in seminary, but
Just help us. If you learned it, where the verse at?
Then that was
okay, well, I will go. First of all, I know to get to a lot of places, but I don't necessarily know the exact address, so I will look it up for you.
Yeah, get the Google going.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
And while you looking for it, we gonna come back.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it helps. You know.
All right, here we go. Kanye West rejects Farrakhan.
Yeah.
Defending him over anti-Semitism. He says, I took that as a slight. Ye is not a hater, Farrakhan said. Ye is a lover. That's what Farrakhan said.
He also said they need to talk.
No. Kanye, Ye said that him and Farrakhan need to talk.
He being real slick with the tongue. I would advise him to chill out.
But no, he said no disrespect to him though.
Yeah, but it was disrespectful though.
Yes.
That's like
It says, because listen, man, if you get Farrakhan to come out and speak on your behalf, that says something. That says a lot.
It's like huge.
You know, Farrakhan came out. He did did you see the Farrakhan piece, Kev?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. The whole hour-long Farrakhan piece was different.
Yeah.
And he just called him out. Like, you can't play the victim role and act lily white and sinless when if there's some dirt on your hands, you have to be called to the floor to be accountable for that.
Totally.
And if we're having that kind of discussion, how do you then turn that around into an anti-Semitic discussion when it's really an accountability discussion?
You know, in that same interview that you talked about, at the back end of it, the minister used as an example when he got called to the carpet, and they thought they had worked through everything, and then the minister was handed a list of demands.
Right.
And he said, man, you got to be kidding me, man. By my presence here, I'm trying to work with y'all. But now you're going to sit here and tell me I got to do X, Y, and Z?
But that is just an example, Bobby, of their power.
It's the playbook. It's the same thing they did with Kyrie. They said,
to me,
we're
that's
gonna let
power.
you back in.
Yep.
If you grovel,
Dance for me this way.
apologize, deny that you have any association with anything relative to your identity.
Come on.
But that's power.
Oh, it's absolutely power.
We're the system. You can't create those lists unless you were the system. You got a demand that says everything will be closed to you. Everything will be shut down. Did y'all see the Jewish comedian who was like, yo, you guys are making him sound right. You know, he was on stage doing a bit. He was like, his bank account was closed. Whoa. He was taken off Twitter. Social media. He was like, hey, hold on, guys. You're talking about his own people.
No, I didn't
Wait, did the
see
school
that.
get shut down or something? That's real estate.
Yeah.
Media, real estate,
So if
finances.
if he says y'all got power, and then you go, no, we don't. That's anti-Semitic. Don't say that. And then shut his life down.
Come on.
The Jewish comedian was like, hey, guys, slow down. The jig is up a little bit here. Yes, they got power. Don't be ashamed of your power. You got it. But then don't try to act like you don't have it.
Don't have it.
Come on, you got it. There's nothing wrong with you having power. You went through hell.
It's how you use it.
How about
though.
that? You went
It's how
through
you
hell,
use it.
and maybe God blessed y'all with a bunch of power. Okay, good. But why are you...
How you using your power though, bro?
How are you using it? Why are you adverse to claiming your power? Bobby, your thoughts? I want to know. I'm trying to understand.
The question was how is more why are they doing it? Because that's how they went from being a fraction of the world's population to the king of the pile when it comes to finance and the legal system. They picked out those particular niches, and they've been able to dominate those because once they put their whole program together, they didn't vary from it. They stayed disciplined and consistent in the message. And the only thing that's going to counter that is us to realize the significance of distribution and the word that you used, though, unity. And we have to really, get that word, somehow embedded in how we go about our business, because it becomes a stumbling block the minute you mention unity. At least to me, anyway, I get nervous because people say that just like they tell me, hey, brother, pat me on my back, and next thing you know, I got a goddamn diagram.
Kev, what are your thoughts, man, on Kanye saying he believes his mom was sacrificed? He said
I heard it, and the more he talks, the more the odds shift towards, it was maybe a year. Now I think within 6 months he's going to be at the end of a rope. or he gonna eat a bullet.
Let's
you
not
don't
put
say
that.
that. You're not supposed to put that energy out there.
No, he's putting it out
No,
there
you're not
for
supposed to
me.
put that energy.
No, it's not energy. It's a betting. It's a betting.
It
thing.
is energy, though.
No,
But
it's
Bobby,
not.
Bobby is a wise man. And
It ain't
has
just
been
about
here
being wise. It's
longer
about
than
the
us and seen some shit.
He is doing.
That's true too.
No,
he has
done
seen some shit. He done seen some patterns go
Yeah,
down.
some
Well,
patterns.
this
I
one
agree.
is real familiar, man, because he ain't leaving no out.
Yeah.
He's not leaving it. He's moving further away from
He's
reality.
not living in fear. That's what everybody's supposed to not
No,
live
this
in
ain't
fear.
This is lunacy.
No, it don't matter. It's not living
There's
in
a
fear.
difference between putting, fear and lunacy. When you get to the point where you start talking about your mama was sacrificed, I need some evidence. of that.
Well,
She's dead.
This
That's
is
the
something-
evidence.
No, she is dead, but how did she die? Didn't nobody put a gun to her head and say, look, I want to get remade?
No.
She wasn't satisfied with herself.
then there's that.
Oh.
Then there.
Shit.
That is a part.
You can't overlook the obvious, y'all.
But
Is that a sacrifice?
well, hold on. If you look at Serena Williams' argument
Okay.
about the poor treatment of pregnant mothers in the hospital, black mothers in
Yep.
particular,
Yep, in the hospital.
you go under that knife. You under whatever these motherfuckers want to do to you.
The
Well,
hospital.
here's the good news then. Let's go back to midwives. No,
I solved it.
It created,
I solved it, y'all.
we had better babies, man.
I solved it.
We had
Better babies.
You're right. He's right. No, you're right.
That's big. Look, God damn it, let's get back to midwife. The quality of our babies have fallen off. We need better babies. My niece about to be a doula.
Yeah, we ain't
Get
got,
my niece in here.
We ain't got babies no more. We got butterball turkeys, man. By the time they're 3
Shit,
years old.
Bobby. No, but that's a good point. That is a good point. I can't front Bobby in here. No, but there are a lot of people who believe that people be getting sacrificed. What about the Atlanta child murders? What happened to all them kids? What happened, Bobby?
What happened was you have a person or persons that are demonic.
How many kids was lost, Bobby?
I can't count all of them, man. And
Pull
the
it up,
reason,
Sarah.
I tell you why, that number's not going to be accurate because they don't look for us. How many times you see us on a milk cart?
That's right. He said they don't look for us. That's right.
You see what I mean?
That's right.
They ain't looking for us. So the exact number is going to be short of whatever figure she come up with. And then that becomes a perception of value.
Well, no, but then the question becomes, can one man just make off with hundreds of kids?
Yes. Over a period of time, yes.
I don't know.
He got
29
help.
kids?
They got help.
Approximately 29.
You don't
Approximately
help.
29.
They don't know because it says.
Next thing you know, you're going to tell me
They don't
there's
know
more than
because,
one
as
DC
Bobby
shooting.
says it, they don't know how many kids were actually.
They thought it was
accounted
100
for.
by the time he kept on being so good at what he did. It was him and that boy. And because they wasn't looking for him. See, when they not looking for you, it's no big deal. It's like that cat up there in Oakland. Technology finally caught it. Was it Oakland or where was that guy was running around killing them folks? Just recently. It's been
Where?
recently. He was a black guy. Was it
in Dallas? You
No,
mean-
it was in California, either Sacramento or somewhere up in that way. He had done, killed about 5 or 6 people.
So let's do it this way. Let's come back to this real quick. Y'all remember Dr. G, Dr. Mark Goulston?
Of course, yeah.
Mark said people who have been traumatized relate to each other better because they have something in common.
Yeah.
Jews and blacks need to sit down then, right?
You would think.
You would think.
But
we got
why would they sit down with you when they stole your identity?
They ain't gonna sit
That's the
down
whole
with you.
thing. The whole thing is the fact they stole our identity, and they've been pulling the wool over our heads by. Let me see. The Jezebel was created from them. The way that we act was created from them. It's almost like what's the best word I can say?
That's like me stealing your house and then inviting you over for dinner.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, my nigga, you want to sit down on this couch? Just feel this couch. This couch is great.
What a metaphor, though.
That's exactly what that is.
Invite you over to dinner?
For dinner.
That's
Hey, but the minister has been asking for this sit down.
And they was like, peace.
But in comparison,
minister.
but the thing is, if we sit down with Jewish people, it's like you're only sitting down with the light-skinned black people. Because those white Jews, there's black Jews too. So the division that, the colorism that we have, they actually have the same thing as well. So we're more alike than we are different.
Except, I like how Farrakhan said, if Kyrie, y'all want to sit down with Kyrie, then let him go with our scholars.
I love that.
I love that right there. He said, we know your book, we know your history, we have your words. We know the Talmud, we know the Torah. Huh?
That is not going to happen.
No, that's what he said. He said, I've been trying to get with y'all for 40 years. Y'all been running from me. Y'all running from me for 40 years.
So I did find those pictures.
But let me, because I know a lot of people try to, say, oh, that's conspiracy. But or Kanye's crazy. But when Kanye says, my mother was sacrificed, is there a cabal? Yes. A high-level cabal that will sacrifice your ass for some shit.
Nigga, the Bohemian Grove. Yeah.
But they don't sacrifice nothing. All they do is do what? What do they do at the Bohemian Grove?
They sacrifice.
They run away
Symbolically, they sacrifice care.
They sacrifice their care. Yes, but we
can't care about shit. That's how we can keep destroying you, motherfuckers.
Right. They're in that realm, in those elite circles where they do those rituals and shit. They believe in sacrifice. They believe it's a quicker way to get the universe for you to do something, because ultimately, in order for you to get anything in the universe, you do have to sacrifice something. Usually your time. You have to sacrifice time, work, effort, and all that type of stuff. So in order for them to get it faster, they believe in blood sacrifices and things of like that nature. So you'll see it a lot if you go watch on Netflix a lot of the occult stuff that they have on there, as far as Sabrina the Teenage Witch, The Order.
But wait, all of that shit is African.
Huh? Right, but this is
the European concept of witches, the green face and the nose. That shit is from the 30s and 40s.
Right, it is.
The real witches are African.
Right, the witch, all that. But I'm just saying, in their group now, what they believe as far as the blood sacrifices, that's what they're on. They believe that gets them faster return.
Right, and it does.
It does.
It does. The African knew that shit long time ago. What y'all motherfuckers did is what you always do. You come in and you pervert some shit. You can't be. The African was animistic. There's a motherfucking nature. The Native American, animistic. The nature, being in alignment with nature all over the world, we was animistic. These motherfuckers take that shit and say, you mean to tell me the blood of that chicken will open some doors for me?
Just slid it right on.
Hey, bring me 400 cows. That's how the white man does. Bring me 400
you say chicken, this nigga say cows. Bring me 400 cows.
You want me to sacrifice all the cows? Yes. I want you to drain these motherfuckers dry. I want these motherfuckers beef jerky when you're done. Beef jerky.
But Kanye says
nigga, a chicken will do.
Motherfuckers beef jerky when you done.
But Kanye said he didn't sacrifice. He said that he didn't kill nobody. He said
he could say anything. He said he could say anything he want because he hasn't killed anyone. That's what he said.
Yeah. He did. So how was his mother sacrificed? Well, are the other sacrifices they did it?
Bobby says she sacrificed herself because
Bobby,
she wanted.
for some reason, Bobby don't believe that she was sacrificed.
Well, if she was, the question becomes by who? He the one made the accusation. Well, but for the common use of the word, a sacrifice implies that somebody's life was taken basically against their will. They didn't volunteer and say, "Oh, right. I want to go."
Well, the mama did die by getting surgery.
She had multiple surgeries.
Yeah,
okay, and one led to another, and all of them had complications because she was being remade. You know, breast implants and all kind of other stuff.
Everybody don't die from being remade.
Not everybody, but
most people don't.
Michael Jackson showed, didn't he?
You know.
And the thing was that she was so close.
Neither.
She was so close to him. They had.
But look at what happened to him though, man. But he got through with Michael Jackson. That was Michael who?
That was sorry, Miss Jackson.
Hey, listen. No, we ain't finna let you talk about Michael Jackson now.
I ain't talking about that Michael Jackson. I'm talking about the new Michael Jackson.
Boy, I'm finna run down the street. I ain't talking about that
The clear Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that one.
Boy, that's vitiligo, man.
Transparent Michael Jackson.
What does vitiligo have to do with your nose?
The man had vitiligo.
So your nose disappears when you.
Well, he didn't like his daddy nose. He didn't like his daddy.
That's a different story.
But they also say his nose disappeared.
Michael Jackson was born during the time of strong black fathers.
Right.
And his father was too goddamn strong.
By the time he got through, the nose he just had was half of that one.
Listen here, Bobby. There was some self-hate going on, man. He didn't want to look like his daddy, man.
I'm not debating that.
His daddy was terrible to him, man.
He was terrible.
You know they said that the fire.
Hey, who was a stronger father, James Evans? Or Joe Jackson. He said, "Hey, I beat their ass to success."
All five of you motherfuckers.
Sometimes you need an ass whooping to get to number one. I did it.
Florida.
I won't take it back.
Florida again.
I do it again. Motherfucker come in my house right now. He grown as hell. I pulled my belt off, boy.
I gotta go get mine.
All right, bro.
All right, Bobby.
Appreciate y'all, man.
All right.
No, they said they drugged Mike just like Prince. I believe that shit too. I believe those were sacrifices, Bobby.
And I believe they took out Kanye. Exactly. I believe they took out Kanye's mom to get closer to him because his mom was so close they couldn't get a hold on him. There was something that came out about his trainer. The trainer that they all had. This dude was he studied in Canada under some drug psyop program. And this nigga came over here and he's the celebrity trainer for him and Britney Spears and all these other people. And all these people who had these mental breakdowns, same trainer. They got the same trainer. This is the dude he was talking about, and he was saying that Kanye in the Drink Champs thing, he was talking about how Kim and them had these handlers that was these handlers who was working with him. What? Yeah. Oh, Kanye was breaking this whole thing. Oh, he was saying, yeah, Kim had this handler.
I didn't hear this
Oh,
shit.
yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, dude. He said that, I'm trying to remember how he said it. That whole shit was 3 hours and shit. But he was
He
like,
didn't have any. You said Kim.
He was saying this dude that's close. I think it was. I think he might have been talking about not Kim. What's her name? What's the dude? The mother. What's the mother's name?
Chris.
Yeah, the husband. I think they're talking about the husband. That dude is he thinks that
Bruce?
dude. Whatever they are. The
Bruce
brother. No, the brother.
No,
the black
the
dude.
new
The black
dude,
dude.
the black
that she
dude.
with now.
Oh, the new dude.
Yeah, the new dude. He was
See,
saying
I don't
he
even know
yeah.
shit about these.
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
the black dude. Yeah, he was saying Kanye was saying he thinks that dude is the handler, and he. Oh man, I could. Oh yeah.
What is he handling?
Keeping them in control. Basically, he was the way he was alluding to it that he was a CIA. He was an asset. In charge with keeping them information, feeding them information that they wanted to disseminate to the public, all that type of stuff.
See, I didn't know nothing about that.
Because that's when he was talking. That's when he came in talking about how close she was with the Clintons, and then the Clintons, they were trying to get her to push the crack scene. And then after they had the meeting with the Clintons, Kim got on the phone with some prominent. He didn't say who this guy was, but some famous guy to try to get him to push the crack scenes on people. And he was like, "Yo, what you doing?" He was look. That's when he started looking at it real weird. Well, more weird. So he was coming out with all of this shit.
So that's crazy to me, man.
He was breaking out all this shit.
Do you know how lost you gotta be that a white, what is Kim Kardashian?
Persian.
She's Armenian and
Italian.
Armenian and
That's what
Italian.
they'll tell you. Persian.
She ain't Persian.
The real Persians is
how
is highly melanated
Listen,
people.
man. Abraham was from Ur of Chaldea. That is modern day Iraq, which is next door to modern day Persia, which is now called Iran.
They're Armenian.
Okay, and the Armenians are a little further north. That is a Turkic people.
They immigrated from the Russian Empire.
Hey, come on, man. Listen. How can that group...
Khazars.
Do you understand?
They're Khazars.
How can that group of people
Army, the Khazars too?
be one of the driving influences on what black people do? You got black men running behind fake Armenian booties. Some of the realest, most beautiful, sensual asses can be found in Houston, and Compton, and Atlanta.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
The sisters were born with it. You running after them.
Let me tell you right now, you watch the new Black Panther, Lupita Nyong'o. Holy hell.
She does
nigga,
look
let me tell you
good.
something.
Boy.
Lupita Nyong'o in this movie, nigga. God damn.
She did look good.
I ain't seen it. Don't tell me.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Don't share it.
Nigga.
When you first see her, she
holy
super
nigga,
good.
she is insane.
Yes,
Okay, that's all I'm
Okay.
Because I saw a picture of her in a gold dress. I said, well, this is a gold ladle. She had a gold soup ladle. She said, well, what the fuck?
Nigga, all I say is her first interest into the movie.
She's looking fine.
Who in the Sam hell is that?
Yes,
no,
Lord.
but let me just say, man, listen, there's a lot of hurt people on the planet Earth, and I say we should begin to come together and relate to our own hurt and stop being manipulated by motherfuckers outside of our community. What does that mean, Zoe? Nobody outside your community should have a dictionary that you seek to read. What do I mean by that? A dictionary about you that you should want to read. I don't give a fuck about your definitions for me. Well, we think the Negro is unintelligent
and fuck what you think,
and brutish and barbaric. And you mean you think that about us? And you stole every fucking thing, everything. You wouldn't have a concept of God. You wouldn't have a concept of philosophy. You wouldn't have a concept of medicine. You wouldn't have a concept of shit. So how did you get all your concepts from us and then hypocritically turn around and say, we're barbaric?
It's tricking you.
What did you bring back from the New World? It's a person, a type of person.
Savage person.
He's a savage.
Noble savages.
The only way we would be able to commune with him is if we convert him to Catholicism, and then maybe his soul can be saved from his savagery.
And then we can steal his land.
Oh, wait a minute. He has books. He has a belief system.
He has a culture.
Oh, he has a culture. It's all pagan. It's all pagan.
It's all pagan.
Wait a minute.
Destroy him now.
The Jewish guy that was breaking the shit down about how there are 100 million Africans with the genetic code in Africa. He was calling them pagan. Well, you know, they wanted to convert, and then they had to convert over to Judaism and to get away from the paganism. Isn't that racist? To call somebody's indigenous... This is self-knowledge. Zoe wrote this. Went through hell and back, lost some shit, gained some shit, fucked up royally. This is self-knowledge. So some motherfuckers outside of me get to say, those are pagan ideas. I mean, I know they're popular.
Yes.
I know people are reading them and people have bought them, and yes, it's a very good book, but they're pagan. They haven't been vetted out by us. Yes, these are pagan thoughts. What? My knowledge of self is pagan? So we might not have a word like anti-Semitic.
But we need that, and you need a group and a league to go after niggas when they do that type of shit. Man, look, how did they gain power? I hear everybody always talking about, man, the revolution. You better be ready for the revolution. You better be ready to fight. You better be getting ready to fight, do this and that. Did you see them? Did they gain power like that?
How did they get it, Kev?
These niggas subversively, they learned the system, they learned the rules and bent the rules to their will in order for them to take power. We don't understand how to get that done.
Wait, Kev, this is big. You saying something big. You saw, what is that shit? The movie we've been watching, Kev. What is the shit with Cesare Borgia?
Oh, the Borgia. Damn.
So, Kev, you remember the episode? Because I want to know if this is anti-Semitic. It was produced by Hollywood. They wrote and produced all. There wasn't no niggas on the scene. There ain't no niggas write none of this shit.
Nothing.
Do you remember that episode when the Pope, Sextus, Alexander Sextus, and his son, Cesare, were moving a little part away from each other because Cesare was becoming the bull.
Right.
He was like, I'm finna start fucking shit up. He got his crew together, and them motherfuckers would go out and kill the French at night, steal shit from the French army, blow they shit up. And he was like, he was starting to become scared of Cesare. Like, this nigga getting too much power.
This nigga gangster.
So what he did, I want to know if this is anti-Semitic. What he did was, he made friends with the Jewish folk who wanted access to the city. Now, we know this is a television show. We know motherfuckers is just, they got creative leisure or whatever, creative license. But him,
this nigga stupid.
him and the Jewish dude, the Pope and the Jewish dude got hella tight.
Yep.
And the Jewish dude was like, I'm not finna fight with y'all. But that Jewish dude had all types of resources. Like what you were saying, he was moving hella clandestine behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
You know what I'm saying? To me, they wrote him as a stereotypical Jew. But nobody came out against the Borgia television show. And in the same show, what did he call black people from Spain? What did he call the Pope? He said, I can't believe St. Peter's staff has fallen into the hands of a white ape.
A white ape? Huh?
So that kind of racism is cool. Called the motherfucker a white ape. This is in the 1500s. In the 1500s, Spain was just getting used to white people walking around in control. They had been ruled for 800 years.
By the Moors.
So in that movie, episode one, in the Borgia television show by HBO, they called the motherfucker a white ape. We can't believe the mitre of St. Peter has fallen into the hands of a white ape.
Man, y'all gotta go watch that Borgia show. That was on Showtime. That shit was good. That shit was good.
All right, Jeff Brown is in this motherfucker. This motherfucker couldn't just let me have my little moment. He had to be in the background. Like he
smacking niggas in the back of the head and shit. Playing our head like bongos and shit.
We can't hear him.
Can I hear him?
We can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Turn on the power button, nigga.
Turn on the power button. We can't hear you, man.
Jeff over there eating weed cereal. What's that cereal?
Weedos.
Can't hear you.
He said, yeah, I have him up.
Or Wheaties.
He was on
Jeff,
that first.
We're gonna get you right. We can't hear you.
He was on that first.
He said it's good over here. It's over there. You know, Jeff petty than a motherfucker. Hey, while we getting Jeff right, can everybody hit the like button? It's really terrible that we got damn near 1,200 motherfuckers in, 1,100 motherfuckers in here, and nobody wants to hit the like button. Y'all don't enjoy the show? Come on, man. Hit the like button. And for those who have hit the super chat button, we appreciate it. Please, man, with all these people in here, if everybody dropped a 5 spot, we got 1,097 people in here right now, almost 1,100 people. Can everybody hit that super chat, show your love, hey, support the show, please, while we do this.
Hey, man, I want to say this about Nick Cannon, because I had been off Nick Cannon ever since he apologized, and they didn't. They made him do the buck breaking rounds. I hadn't listened to nothing, not a word he had to say. But then, you know, the universe, things happen in the universe for a reason, and because he went through that, people listened to him more when he went and talked to that dude from the ADL and he told them about bug breaking. and all the things that you're making him do on this list, and how it's dehumanizing, and that's a form of buck breaking. He tried to act like he didn't know what buck breaking was. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
There you go. We got you now. So you don't have to keep talking shit, Petty.
Right.
He said, as soon as he come in, that's y'all shit. See, y'all over there fucking up. This motherfucking Petty Murphy, nigga.
Petty Murphy.
Petty LaBelle.
That's y'all. You motherfuckers always fucking up y'all sound. My shit perfect, nigga.
So you understand that I'm running through an Avalon mic free into an Apollo. So my shit's right.
What the hell?
My shit
This nigga finna name drop.
Yeah, my shit costs a lot.
The Louis Vuitton microphone. Nobody know what that is. This shit running through. This shit running through an Audi mic.
A Prada mic.
An Olufsen Bang. A Bang & Olufsen mic right here. This is
Okay, anyway, I would be remiss if I did not start this show out without starting my talking out. Without saying, if y'all are not watching Kev's show, you're fucking up.
No, everybody's watching Kev's show. What
Real
you talking
niggas.
about?
Real
You're
niggas.
late.
He's speaking on himself.
He does that kind of shit, right?
You stupid.
The cat dog cat.
Hold on, they can't hear you.
No.
We can hear him.
Jeff is on some shit because
Michael Charles says Avalon.
Kevin is
Michael Charles says Avalon is the shit.
I'm gonna take some time off and come down there and help you get your electronic feces collected.
Chitlin Pimp, come on, man.
Actually, can I hear him?
Brother Chitlin Pimp just dropped us $150. Dwight Johnson just dropped us $50. Chillin' Pimp dropped $100. We appreciate that, man.
Can they hear him?
Kev, we can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you.
We can hear you.
That's why it's annoying.
I'm trying to see so they can hear him.
Shout out to Timmy Tight Top's hairdo is making more sense.
Shout out to Timmy Tight Top's hairdo. It's making more sense now.
God.
Wow.
That's funny.
Hey, thank you guys for responding, man. I appreciate it. But don't let just one guy do it. Can we all do it? I'm asking everybody to drop at least $5 on the super chat. Y'all got to support the channel as opposed to just in here hovering, arguing, doing whatever the fuck people do. Please support this channel. It's worthy of it. And get those likes up, man. We still 400 something likes below the amount of people in the chat room. Please continue to support. And don't forget, this is bag number 2. It's almost gone. He is risen, the black pill.
Oh, yeah.
So you got the red, the green, and the black pill, huh?
Yeah, well, the red is not coming.
The red, yeah.
Not for a while.
I have those.
Okay.
He's like, this is my special stash.
Speaking of the magic pill,
I have
You got those.
just to co-sign that, I'm plant-based, so already my dick gets so hard a cat can't scratch it. But them damn pills, man. Them pills. If you just want to fly around the room, yeah, you get them pills right there. Okay, dear dudes that's real close to being able to drive the girl's car all the time, but not quite. You need these pills.
Drive the girl's car all the time.
Can't drive it all the time.
Can they hear
Drive the
Jeff
car
talking?
all the time,
Or it's just
have
us?
the license to pick her up late from work. You need these pills.
Can they hear Jeff or is it just us? Oh, okay.
Okay. Can everybody hear me? Can they hear me?
No, because you in here cutting up right now. Some people laughing. I'm telling you, yes, these are the magic pills for sure.
Yes. They are magical. Those pills.
See, Jeff, and I felt awkward. I didn't want to call you and be like, how was them pills?
Mrs. Brown, that's awkward.
That's because I know her. Like, so And then when I didn't hear back from you, I was like, oh shit, it didn't work for Jeff.
Oh no,
And
no,
Jeff's a
no.
fucking,
That day you
this
didn't hear
nigga
back
Jeff's
because I had to take her to urgent care. These pills will turn your dick into the arch villain it was when you was 19.
Arch villain. The arch villain.
Remember,
What he
yes,
said
a bunch of
when you was
niggas now
19.
with their lives fucked up because of the evil arch villain they did was. But at any rate, to co-sign what you said about Lupita Nyong'o.
Oh my
Oh
God.
yeah.
Okay, first in Black Panther 1, remember when the his personal bodyguard said, "Do not freeze when you see her."
Right. Yeah.
that was a
Nigga, I
woman.
froze when I
That was
saw
a
her.
woman.
Holy shit! In the moonlight, she was unbelievable. In Black Panther 2,
Oh my God. When she walked.
unbelievable.
Are you
Unbelievable.
Oh my God,
Oh
yo.
my God!
You understand me?
And you don't.
Wow.
And when you first see her, this is a testament to sisters. Her ass ain't out.
Nope.
Her face, she don't look like a fucking.
Well, it's
rodeo
not
now.
out purposely.
No, but
that ass
it
out.
is. That's what's great about it. That's what's so great.
It's not ostentatiously out, but it's out
That's what's so
ostentatiously.
great. That's what's so damn great.
But
nigga.
damn.
Shout out to Lupita and whoever is with her. God bless you, nigga.
Woo, shit. Oh my God, she look good.
Yes, she
Now
did.
the movie, I'm not. If I may critique it, if I could, I'd have got
No,
it back.
I haven't seen it.
He hasn't seen it yet.
Neither have I.
Did you?
Okay.
You didn't say
You
nothing.
did
Jeff.
ruin Endgame for me though, nigga.
But look, I told Jeff.
Jeff ain't said
I
that
told
yet.
Jeff this morning. I said, Jeff, I ain't seen this shit, man.
Don't say nothing.
Don't say
Don't
nothing.
say that.
He ain't gonna
I
spoil
said,
it.
Jeff, you can't spoil a movie for me, man. He goes, listen, see, the theoretical ideation of the Black Panther as a woman was left much to be desired because me as a Black Pantherite, I understand the
A Black
original
Pantherite.
culture of
Okay.
the Order of Bess.
Not even from a historical standpoint, because Kev is a much bigger scholar than me with regard to history. Okay, historically, of course, it's been marveled, but it's also been socially extra marvel. Would have asked for my money back if I was not out with my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law. Watch, Zoe. You watch when you see this shit. I'm gonna tell you right
told me
now,
it
it's
was
fucking
fucked
trash.
up.
It's trash.
That's what he said. He said trash in capital. It's trash.
That's what he said.
Trash,
I wouldn't
bruh.
call it that. I wouldn't call it trash. No.
Kev, you wouldn't call it trash? What, look, Kev, at your level of fighting skill, Kev, could you tell me what women or group of women could lead you in battle? The defense rests, nigga.
But the movies keep on doing stuff while they making women super powerful. They ain't never trained and stuff.
Well, look what they did to motherfucking look what they did to motherfucking Wonder Woman. You see what they did to Wonder Woman?
What do you mean?
Nigga, Wonder Woman is as strong as Superman right now, nigga.
She sure is.
The Wonder Woman we had
Right.
was a motherfucking invisible plane, nigga.
Right.
She didn't fly.
Couldn't
the
fly.
regular one couldn't fly, but now
Motherfucker
this
had
one.
a plane, nigga, like. She had a little bathing suit sitting in that plane, nigga. With a It was like she was naked in the plane, nigga. That's the Wonder Woman we had. The Wonder Woman today beat the shit out of Superman.
No doubt.
Kal-El,
Right.
I'm trying to help you. I'm gonna fuck you up, nigga. Don't make me do. That's who she is now. She's fighting Abomination, all types of shit. Come on, man. That's
And you should just be a pilot. You remember? And the old Linda Carter Wonder Woman was a pilot. She could fly the invisible plane. I don't know how the bitch could find it. It was invisible. But she could fly it. She could fly it.
How did she find the invisible plane? She could fly it once she found it.
Where's my damn plane?
This dude is here.
Nuh-uh. Nigga, that's funny. Sitting down, flying through the sky.
Ain't it a bitch just sitting there just in the air like
Just
this?
sitting in the air for 400 miles an hour. Okay.
No, the movie was MCU for sure. It's definitely more women, and they made the women
On some bullshit.
much more prominent than women. Than probably women would be in actual
It's
battle.
gonna get some women's ass beat. Is what's gonna happen.
But the sisters in there, and especially Lupita and Angela Bassett, they was killing it. Angela Bassett, that had me right there. They had me, so I didn't have as much of a problem as I probably would have if it wasn't sisters in there. They weren't putting sisters up there on the pedestal, so I acknowledge that. But it was definitely more feminized, and then the action.
But look what they did to the Scarlet Witch.
Oh my God!
They fucked up.
Oh
Dr.
my
Strange
God!
too.
Oh my God! They fucked Dr. Strange ass up for real.
It was Scarlet Witch. She whooped everybody's ass, including Dr. Strange. She was running from her ass.
That nigga literally did that shit.
But Joe, how does all
Here's
this
the
programming
problem.
work moving forward? Like we're programming women that they're stronger than men now.
Yes.
That they can be men. How does that work in real time?
It don't.
Some women believe that. You know that.
You gonna get your.
Look at Jeff.
They don't believe in getting up off the ground.
Oh, you heard what I said?
They don't believe it. I say this to lesbians all the time. I don't care how much plaid you wear. I don't care how big your dog is. It still takes two of you on the end of the couch to move it.
You are stupid, nigga.
You can buy as much plaid as you want. You can make me call you dude. You can smoke Black and Miles. It's still gonna take two of you. It's gonna take four of you to move a fucking fridge.
Yep.
That's just what it is.
Five of them in the fridge.
You just smoke all the Black and Miles.
Yeah.
No. So right here.
Sarah's funny.
So right here, James. I'm gonna watch it. M'Baku.
Oh yeah.
M'Baku.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say it right here. James Earl Moan in the chat room says Shuri was a witch in the comics, but they gave her T'Challa's genius. First off,
T'Challa was
Black
the smartest
Panther
person.
#1. They reduced T'Challa's genius.
Yep. He was supposed to be the smartest person
He's
in the MCU.
in the whole Marvel. He's smarter than Batman and
everybody.
Well, that's DC. Smarter than what's the
All them
motherfucker?
motherfuckers.
Tony Stark.
Man.
Smarter than everybody.
Everybody.
But the one who was just as smart or right beneath him was Shuri.
Right.
In the comic books. The comic books do display that. If
Yeah.
you go back and read the older comic books, she also becomes T'Challa.
Right. She becomes.
Or she becomes a Black Panther. But so does Killmonger.
Killmonger. Yep.
So does M'Baku.
M'Baku.
So
Really?
don't
All
see
those dudes?
so what's happening is what I'm starting to see is a lot of niggas who ain't never read none of this shit are using today's narratives to be like, look, they feminizing Black Panther. Well, if you actually went back and read this shit, his sister does become the Black Panther for a little while.
Just
a quick
little
while,
stint.
and then they transition.
Okay.
So,
Well,
But she did fuck up Wakanda when she became Black Panther. Wakanda got fucked up when she moved to Black Panther.
Let's just be a little honest. Let's be honest here. If Shuri was built like Lupita Nyong'o,
You can.
it's a little easier to
Right, it's a
buy
little
as
easier.
a superhero.
Right.
But
Y'all
Shuri
wrestle the
ain't
shit out of
135 pounds.
you hear me, nigga?
Bro, Shuri ain't 135 pounds soaking wet
She like
holding a
90
bank
pounds.
safe.
She's like 90
Let
pounds.
me tell you something, boy.
She's a little boy.
Lupita comes say, she Black Panther. I'm coming to get you, Zoe. I'm gonna be a butt ass
You don't have to fight crime with Luther Vandross in the background. Come get some.
Put some purple herb oil.
You fuck with me if you want to, but it's gonna be some incense, wine, and candles when you get here to go along with this crime. I'm gonna shoot my shot.
God damn.
It's wrestle time, Lupita.
Yeah, I'm finna shoot my shot. Ain't nobody shooting a shot at Shuri's little ass.
No,
she's cute. She's cute, but she just literally a stick. Like she
Kev.
is.
You just need some pancakes.
Yeah,
That's it.
she needs
Just a steady diet of pancakes.
Okay. Timmy tight top.
Who got a bad body though is Riri Williams. Who played Riri Williams? That girl,
that?
that
little
the
MIT girl.
Hey!
What?
I ain't seen shit. I don't know who's there.
Then this shouldn't matter to you. It doesn't matter to you right now. We're not spoiling it for you.
Ain't nothing spoiled. That's all in the trailer.
Now,
Lupita.
let's. I don't know, Timmy Tight Top. I don't know your taste. But I know Dominique's taste. We used to date sisters. I've heard Kevin's taste. I know Zoe's taste. So you three niggas is on some bullshit with this Shuri shit.
What? What you mean?
Kev, line up the five finest, your five favorite, them one you be thinking about in your head. God, I told that. Oh my God. Do they look like Shuri or do they look like Lupita?
Dude, she has a beautiful face. She does. Her face is beautiful, man.
That's a good answer to another question.
I didn't
ask you what she said.
Somebody said Ironheart is a transgender.
I know, right? That was my problem. They'd have had an easier. This is the whole thing. The LGBTQ community should be outraged by this movie because they didn't have no transgenders in here. If they'd have had some of these transgenders that went all the sports, this fight would have been a lot quicker over. I can tell you that.
I heard it was some other stuff in there, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was some overtones.
Well, yeah, kind of like that.
There's a scene where the girl kiss her head and stuff.
That's what I heard.
Which one was that? I didn't see that.
One of the bald head woman, kissed the other girls. Well,
at the end,
with the knives and stuff, with the little knives, she kissed one of the girls' head when she walked by at one part of the scene.
Oh, you had probably left in disgust by then. That movie was straight up trash. That was doo-doo.
It's a more dramatic movie than action movie because they were dealing with Chadwick's death. So you can feel that in the movie. It's just more dramatic. It's not an MCU necessarily movie. It's more of a drama.
I'ma watch that shit. Don't you worry about it one little fucking bit.
Okay.
I'ma be there, man.
You should. You need to watch it.
I can't wait to hear what Zoe got to say.
Crazy about Shuri.
Man, she beautiful, man.
Who said Shuri wasn't pretty?
Somebody in the chat room said Shuri was foldable.
Bruh, Shuri ain't got enough ass to make a sick man a bowl of soup.
No, she don't. No, she does not. Her body nigga from the neck down. I ain't saying nigga neck down. She needs to go
ass.
and eat.
And what I'm saying is if Lupita was Black Panther, sugary shit. If you could see her in that outfit,
in the suit. Nigga, you be looking at her booty, the suit would be. Yeah. All you be looking at is this swaying everywhere. She jumped everywhere. It couldn't work.
That sounds like a problem. You're saying that like it's a problem.
I will not stand by and allow you two heathens to objectify the beauty of the queen.
Okay,
that is
Shuri.
I will not allow the disrespect to continue.
Ain't no disrespect.
Shuri looked like she put that outfit on the way back from chemo. I'll tell you that right now. Tell me I'm lying. Ain't got hips first.
She did look like
She looked like a 9-year-old trick-or-treater.
She was so
trick or treat. Oh, isn't that cute little Black Panther? Here's some little Snickers.
Way back from chemo.
Damn, she's skinny as shit, man.
She's skinny.
John Jeff is wrong. He knows he's wrong.
No, he ain't.
He's a comedian.
No, he not.
He ain't wrong, though.
He not wrong.
No, he not. He just outspoken about it.
Her arms are like that small.
Hey, listen.
Zoe, stop.
Was seriously injured playing this role.
Because she done
and they had to stop production
Zoe,
in order for her to heal.
Zoe,
that
I love
sister
you.
is
Zoe.
a lot like our brother Kyrie because she refused to take the vaccine on the set of Black Panther. I will not let you besmirch this beautiful.
Zoe, I love you.
Beautiful skinny chocolate wafer.
Zoe.
I will not let
Zoe,
skinny chocolate.
I love you. You know I love you, bruh. which is why, and I know you, Zometheus. I didn't see. You know what? Zoe has a law that he can never be more than 30 feet from a dime. Zoe be with dimes. Zoe has the 8s and 9s around him killed. Yeah, he has them killed. So this shit he buys trying to sell y'all about no ass.
Okay, so
I'm telling you, since 19, when did we fucking 2008, 2007?
Jeff hooked me up with a very beautiful sister.
I'm not talking about her. I'm not talking about her. I'm not talking about her. I'm not talking about the one I hooked you up with. I'm talking about the rest of them. I've been around Zoe since 2007, and if you throw a water balloon around Zoe, you gon' wet 3 fine ass sisters, and ain't none of them got no lack of ass. So stop, Zoe. Maybe these people don't know you.
Yeah. Lauren B just came in here and said the movie wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great neither.
I agree with that.
Yep, I agree with that.
I agree with
that. Okay. I don't want to spoil it. But I want to see what Zoe.
Yes, you do.
No, I do. I do want to spoil it, but I'm not. I'm not. I want to see what Zoe got to say next week.
Yeah, let's next week.
I want to see what Zoe got to say. I want to see if Zoe ain't sitting there going, God damn, I sure wish Lupita had that goddamn Black Panther outfit on.
Oh, yes, Lord.
Because when she hit the ground, I'll tell you this. This isn't a spoiler. There are fight scenes. There are fight scenes where Shuri hits the ground. And when she roll, I don't care how slow they roll it, you don't see no ass.
You're not lying, though.
Okay? We ass men. We are all ass men. So I don't know.
What a movie.
I don't know if Timmy tight time. What?
Let me understand what you're saying, Jeff. So what Jeff is actually saying is if the Black Panther, the mantle of Black Panther shall pass on to a woman, she got to have ass.
She got to have ass.
Representation.
She got to have some anchoring her, man.
Come on, man.
What's anchoring her in her ass?
An axis. An axis.
I believe it.
If she was the white lion,
Black Panther, she's become the booty panther.
Okay. If she was the white lion, if she was the Irish lizard, whatever, how you gonna have a Black Panther with no ass?
I agree.
Come on.
Say female Black Panther.
Okay, whatever.
Black Panther.
So knock it off. If
Riri,
Angela Bassett put the outfit on, god damn.
That's what I say. So Riri Williams actually has ass in the movie, and she was actually supposed. They did the roles together. They auditioned together to be Shuri, and Homegirl won out. Shuri. So if it had been the other girl, the Black Panther would have had. The new Black Panther would have had.
If your aunt had balls, she'd be your uncle.
I heard Angela Bassett killed it though.
Yes.
She was off the chain.
She destroyed it.
Oh, she was off the chain.
Destroyed
I
it.
heard she was dope.
Oh, she's off the chain.
Angela
And
Bassett.
she's gorgeous as hell in that damn movie, nigga.
Angela Bassett.
She is gorgeous.
Bassett don't look 60 nothing.
She is so goddamn fine in that movie, nigga. Holy shit. I trained her twice. Damn it.
Hey, SR Productions. I was just about to say that. They pulled it out of they pulled it right out of the consciousness. They said Angela Acid. Not Angela Bassett. Angela Acid.
Yeah.
No disrespect to her husband, Courtney, man. She just gorgeous, bro.
Dude,
Courtney
I trained them
Courtney
twice at
Courtney
LA
knew
Fitness.
first, nigga. Look.
No.
Angela Bassett is so fine in this movie that you would tell her, come on, we finna do it, and you ain't got to take shit off.
She is ridiculous. I trained them twice at LA Fitness, and I could not keep it. I felt I was disrespecting Courtney so bad.
Hey,
I could not focus.
I got a meeting about some money, so I got to go. That's what this phone call you hear in the background is. And I can't pretend.
Popped in. All right, bro. Kev, they saying Riri is a teen, man.
No, she's not. She's 20-something years old.
That's what you done looked her up, nigga?
Yes.
Obviously.
The character Riri Williams is a teen. The actor is 25 years old.
Knock it off, Kevin.
Yes.
The actor is 25 years old.
You and your hungry ways.
Hungry ways.
Somebody called her the Pink Panther.
And even Riri was supposed to be 19 in the damn movie.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna end mine. Shuri's a little cutie pie, man. That's just
She is.
that's just
She
what it
is,
is.
for sure.
Now she might be, might be a little thin.
Little.
I ain't seen the movie, so I don't know.
Oh my God.
When I get a chance to see, because I know they done tailor made the suit to fit her.
Yeah.
So it looks sleek, but
It ain't feeling. It ain't fulfilling.
nigga, she like this, nigga. She like that. Okay.
God damn.
Okay.
Somebody said it wasn't like this in the movie.
No. It was not like that in the movie. Lupita. That's Lupita.
Wow. My homeboy Mark done pulled out the Black Panther comic book with Shuri as Black Panther. And I think these motherfucking artists for the comic books be on some perversion.
This is what I would hit. This is what I want to hit.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, man. When I was 13 or some shit, and that motherfucking X-Men cartoon came, and that's when Rogue had the green and yellow suit on with the big ass titties
Rogue
and the ass.
Yes, nigga.
What the fuck?
Who drew this?
They sure did make Rogue
I learned
fine.
about myself.
Yep, they made Rogue
The
fine.
X-Men on Saturday.
About myself.
My mother started to understand I can't go and just bust in this nigga room. Nigga, the X-Men Rogue. That motherfucker was cool as hell.
I can't bust in his room on Saturday.
Y'all coming in the room. Can't just fall through this motherfucker. This nigga in here first.
So,
Nigga, is you okay?
First, wait 3 seconds.
Nigga, it was the X-Men that did it. All them of Storm, all of them. I said,
Storm
God,
and Rogue, yeah, they drew them crazy.
You niggas is crazy.
You niggas whispering again?
No.
He's an on-air whispering this nigga.
You say we crazy for liking Storm and Rogue?
We was wrong for that?
No, not at all. No, I said it was Soul Train for me.
You couldn't see shit on Soul Train.
Nothing.
Nigga, I have an
And in
amazing.
your day, nigga, it was the old Soul
Listen,
Train.
I'm talking
When
about
the dance legs was bigger than the ass.
It was
Motherfuckers on Soul
Except
Train.
for you, your day.
platform shoes and shit.
You hear these niggas? Platform shit. You hear these niggas?
Shoes was bigger than the ass back then, nigga.
I'm gonna get you sucker, nigga.
The Afro puff was bigger than the boobs, nigga. In your day, nigga. The fuck?
Back in my day.
Bobby's day.
Oh, man. I love it. Goddamn it. All right, look.
Saw enough on Soul Train.
You whispering again?
No.
And that's fine. You guys can whisper. It's okay. You trying to get Sarah's attention? Mike's trying to get your attention. No, that was... Didn't you play baseball? What the fuck? No.
I said that was a
It
crazy.
was behind her. I saw her look.
Let me defend. Let me defend my.
You about to put that throw right in the pocket, Mike. What the fuck?
She really had a
Look,
lazy
she
catch.
up looking behind.
She can't even.
That was a bad throw, Mike. Niggas would have scored home, bro.
How far did you get, Mike? How far did you get it,
Motherfuckers would have
man?
made it home.
Niggas going home.
Niggas going
From
home.
first.
Was it Little League, Mike? Was First League?
From first base.
He's going Ah, man. Let me see. I got one more story to cover, man. Kanye West alluding to a connection to the Illuminati in his last rant. You know, Kanye West, really? Okay. Kanye rejects Farrakhan. We covered that. Kyrie breaks silence after meeting with Joe Tsai. Let me just say this. When I said earlier, when I was like, fuck them, you're starting to see it happen in the NBA. You know who came out?
Who?
See, these young motherfuckers is like,
know Jay
nah,
Williams,
man,
dude.
we on some other shit right now.
Yep.
Jalen Brown.
Jay Williams.
Jay Williams. Jay Williams is like, fuck it, man. If
Yep.
it's gonna cost me my shit, then
That's what's up. That's what it is.
that's what's up. Because this is demoralizing. And again, this whole waffling that the owner of the Nets is doing with Kyrie. Kyrie was supposed to play yesterday.
Yep.
His 5-game suspension was up yesterday. He's supposed to play against the Lakers. Didn't play. Because those stipulations. Is there any other people in the world? Can black people put stipulations on other people in order to interface and fuck with us?
And what's interesting is the owner of the Nets Jewish? Is that?
No, he's Chinese.
No, he's Chinese.
And he supports the oppression. He supports the oppression of Muslims in China.
That's what I thought was ironic.
So he support that. But he said Kyrie is unfit. This nigga said is unfit to be a net at this time.
Well, he's going back and forth.
But when you first write that and say a nigga's unfit to be a net, unfit?
No, he's going back and forth. Because if he said that, he also said, after having a meeting with Kyrie just the other day, he came out and said, Kyrie has no hate towards anybody, I can tell. We've talked. He has no hate. He's not anti-Semitic. He said that.
Okay.
Right? But now there's still some waffling and back and forth-ish.
Yep.
You gonna let the nigga play?
Well, he probably, and again, it's Brooklyn. They have a strong Khazarian base in Brooklyn.
True.
And so they pay. So that's going to be the people who are paying for those home tickets.
So
if they feel that they haven't appeased that base, maybe that's why they want to do
Now, what is he supposed to do?
Nets owner Tasai, it's clear to me that Kyrie Irving does not have any beliefs of hate. Brooklyn Nets owner, now this is November 11th, 2022, 12:53 p.m. Brooklyn Nets owner Joseph Tasai, said he and his wife Clara believe that Kyrie Irving does not have any beliefs of hate towards Jewish people or any group, following a meeting with the suspended player and his family. But Tsai stopped short of saying when or if Irving will be allowed to return to the Nets organization. The Nets and Kyrie, together with the NBA and the NBPA, are working constructively toward a process of forgiveness, healing, and education. Did the police get educated after killing so many blacks?
Hell no.
Everybody get educated when we cross y'all shit. But when y'all cross our shit, we're the niggers, the throwaway humans. Nigger, throwaway human, you don't mean shit. So you can say in one breath, he's not about hate. He didn't say anything. He just posted something.
Didn't say a damn word.
He just posted a link.
That's it. So now he has to be reprogrammed. This shit is like Demolition Man. Remember Demolition Man?
Yes, sir.
You going to jail, nigga, but it's in cryo.
Yep.
And while you're in cryo, we're going to program your ass how to knit.
That's right. That's right. They gave him these little things to do and shit.
Right, we're gonna give you some skills so when your bitch ass come back to society, you can act a certain way. Don't y'all find this hypocritical?
Rehabilitated.
Why does the black man need to be rehabilitated for going on a journey that reveals knowledge of self?
And not Jeff Bezos, who's selling the product. Let's keep his name out in these streets.
I don't think Jeff Bezos should be. I think they should be allowed to place that information on the platform.
Okay, but they need to come at him too, though, is the point.
If they're going to come at Kyrie.
That's the point.
But they already coming at Kyrie,
Right.
so that's what makes his point valid.
But why didn't they go out to the author of the book? They passed all that.
Maybe he got all the facts.
Ron, if they want to challenge
Maybe
them,
Ron got some facts.
Because if they start challenging him, he going to like, well, let's do it.
Well,
Let's do a
illumination.
Let's do a sit-down.
See, this is why they didn't go after the author of the book or the creator of the movie yet.
Okay.
Look, don't forget yet.
Yes.
Okay.
Because he didn't have a platform. See, this shit is for platforms.
I got
Right.
you. I got you.
Influencers.
If you ain't nobody big, it's like, well, that shit ain't popular.
Yep.
It ain't
And that's
not
no
happening.
disrespect to the brother.
No, not at all.
That shit big now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world talk about that motherfucker.
Everybody, yep. Everybody.
Kudos
don't
to
like
you,
that
Ron.
shit.
Hey, and I'm gonna
Fellow
tell you right
filmmaker.
now, shit. We sitting in the cigar lounge. The owner of the cigar lounge was like, "Hey, you don't wanna watch that shit?"
I love that.
Hell, motherfucker, y'all want to see what all the hoopla is about.
Yeah.
I'm in the chairman's lounge. He goes, nah, man, I can't get it on the chairman's TV. We got to put it in the regular lounge. You know how it's set up.
Yes.
He said, because I want everybody to see it. It's just not just you, nigga. I said, all right, cool. I'm going to go out there with everybody, nigga.
Yeah.
And we sat there and watched that motherfucker for 2 hours straight. Yep. And of course, I have my own perspective and what I think is off and what I think is whatever. But like I said, what I got out of that motherfucker is we everywhereians.
Right.
That's what I got. Oh, and this is the final story.
And the
Do you
trading
know
places part.
They caught this motherfucker. Ooh. University of Virginia shooting suspect in custody, police say. University, UVA shooting suspect was taken into custody. This just happened today.
Okay.
Right? This just happened, right?
shocked.
Dude was on a
Justified.
mission. He used to play for this university. The UVA shooting suspect was taken into custody Monday after a Henrico police officer spotted the vehicle in the eastern part of the county. Police said Monday afternoon. Henrico police officers had been on the lookout for the vehicle since the shooting late Sunday. After being spotted, he was arrested without incident in Henrico County, located in the greater Richmond area, about 75 miles from Charlottesville. Brother killed 3 people and injured 2 others. And he used to play there.
This is a brother.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Words can't describe how I'm feeling right now. You all did not deserve this. I'm sorry, my brothers. Until we meet again, I love you all. That's rest in paradise. These are the tweets coming in from the former football players and 3 great players, but even 3 great, better men off the field. Love y'all, boys. So this brother used to be a student or used to play there and went and killed some folk at the school.
Damn.
And I hate seeing him with his brothers, man. But I know we crazy. I know we traumatized, we broken. Ain't no excuses for none of this shit, man. Fuck!
Nope.
It's a spiritual demotion every time we step into a pile of shit.
Every single time.
Damn it! Why did he kill those brothers? That's the brother right there, the suspect. Christopher Darnell, what? Move your shoulder, boy. Darnell Jones.
Wow.
Killed Devin, Lavelle, and Deshaun. Damn. For what? Money? Girls?
Wow. Girls. They young, so it could be a host of silly shit.
Somebody said CTE maybe. Shit, I don't, maybe.
That young?
Hell yeah. When you at college, which is basically pro, when you at the college level, you've been playing
since Pop Warner.
Since Pop Warner.
Yeah.
There's a lot of niggas like, listen, boy, you better become champion as a boxer. That's all I gotta say. Cause a motherfucker done had 142 fights as an amateur. I'm 142. That's when you see a new fighter, and he already has that what do they call it? Boxer's dementia.
Speech.
Yeah, then they get 10 fights in. Listen to him, sing him.
We got the TTT dialect.
When the motherfucking circle, I get a little legula on his ass.
When the motherfucking circle, I get a legula on his ass.
I step right when he step left, I get a little legula.
The legula bomb, nigga.
Nigga, you 11 fights in. This is right. Listen, I catch a nigga slipping with the legula. I done trained so well and just so fast. And just catch a nigga slipping.
Dude was sitting on his shank since it was founded.
Dude was sitting on his shank since it was founded. Shit is
It's fucked up.
That's my Alexa.
That's no disrespect to the boxers. That's why I love. That's why I love Floyd Mayweather so much, man.
Yeah,
because Floyd was like, "Fuck getting hit."
Yeah. Boxing is the art of hitting without getting hit.
You understand? Things happening.
Art of fighting without fighting.
Shit's happening so fast. There's a Duke cigarette exchange. Since it was founded,
nigga. Since it was founded, nigga.
I've been sitting in the ring since it was founded. You understand? Oh, shit. It's fucked up. You know who motherfuckers really fucked up? Who was a great? Terry Norris.
Oh yeah.
Terry Norris.
And I was mad at Terry Norris as a kid.
Because he beat up Sugar Ray?
Because he beat the absolute Kool-Aid out of Sugar Ray.
Now that he has Parkinson's, is it okay?
No, it's not. None of it. I mean, I got over it. I mean, as a kid, Sugar Ray was like,
the
hey,
man. He was the man.
That was the guy. Like,
yep.
And when I saw him backhand Sugar Ray in that fight, like, bitch, I said, come on, man, don't beat the nigga ass. I was a kid, man. You ain't got to whoop the nigga ass like that. And you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of when Holmes whooped Muhammad Ali. Now, I was even younger. I think I was like 8. I motherfucking cried.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I was like 80. And then when I saw the fight, I said, why would you do that?
Yeah. Why would you beat the fuck out of him?
Like you know, first off, nigga, 38 years old. Yeah. He already suffering from Parkinson's. Yep. And you know he gotta fight this fight because of the bread and the taxes and so you get in there and you really dog him out like that. You know he not the same.
That shit was personal like a motherfucker.
It was.
Flash
personal.
Absolutely
personal. He said, nigga, you just fuck me up and my sparring partner.
Right.
Fuck you.
Mike Tyson
Fast forward to Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson beat all that Eastern assassin. Beat all that shit out your ass.
Unmercifully.
Because Muhammad Ali told him to do that before the fight. He whispered in his ear. He said, "Get him for me."
And he did.
Word? Okay. That's some fuck up shit.
Hey, listen, man. And Holmes was talking shit. I'm going to go down in history as one of the greatest of all time. You're going to go down in history as an SOB. Why? He gonna ruin his life. He gonna fuck his whole life up. Watch what I tell you. I'm gonna leave this fight and go home with my wife and sit down and have drugs.
He was talking shit like
Tyson
that.
almost knocked all the screws out your spine.
That shit look crazy.
When that nigga fell like a drop from a waterfall. Nigga's leg looked like a billfold. A billfold. It was an empty billfold.
Nigga, not a wallet.
Yeah, he was bad, but he shouldn't have been fucking with Mike Tyson, and he shouldn't have been talking shit about Mike Tyson.
He was talking shit.
Boy, that karma came around like a motherfucking electronic boomerang.
Yes, it did. He sure did.
Shit.
And Mike was on one, though. He was, oh, word? You want me to kill this nigga? Oh, okay. That's all you had to say.
Yeah, he did beat the sucrose out. Somebody said he beat the sucrose syrup out of sugar. All right, we got it. Somebody said Terry Norris beat the sucrose.
Blood sugar out there, nigga.
Blood sugar out of Sugar Ray Leonard.
Blood sugar out there, nigga. Nigga with low blood sugar.
This nigga left diabetic like, oh shit. Left diabetic. Insulin. Like,
somebody give me a candy bar.
Entire shit out there.
This nigga, oh, this nigga, that was funny. I beat the sucrose out that nigga.
All right, we covered everything except this last one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here's the last one. Nigga said he beat the glucose. This shit is genius. You motherfuckers are genius.
Funny.
All right. This is gonna be quick. NBA radio host believes Paul George has surpassed LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard and Anthony Davis as the best player in LA.
What? He's the most consistent player.
Paul has been better, and it's about time, I think, that we recognize it. The best player in LA right now is Paul George, and I'm not even sure there can be a disagreement. I'm not really sure you could argue at this point. This is Justin Termaine, NBA Today. I want you guys to see Justin. Does it look like he's ever played basketball a day in his life?
Yeah, on the game, on the video.
Get your pussy!
Lost your crack ass mind, nigga.
Maybe he means that Paul George is the most consistent because he's on the
right
court.
now.
Say he's the most consistent.
Right now, right. You can say that, yeah. Right now, he's the most consistent player right now.
Boy, this is what y'all did to fuck history up. We in power, we get to say what the fuck we want. I think Tariq...
And distort the fuck out of the facts.
Yes, I think Tariq says, I say so because I'm white, or what is it? What is the term? Is it because I'm white and I say
that
so?
Works.
That type shit.
I don't know.
You ain't never played no motherfucking basketball. Never. You should not be able to talk about it. Now he gonna come back. I was at motherfucking D3. I played hoop at Occidental.
On the Jeff Van Gundy side of the game.
Right.
Or Nick Wright.
Right.
He'll always be talking shit about Kobe and shit all the goddamn time. And I'm nigga, where your bitch ass done played?
Exactly.
Nowhere. Listen, man, it's all good. No disrespect to Paul George. Paul George went to Fresno State. My son graduated from Fresno State. They love Paul George. Paul George is a baller. For sure. But
Kobe's his favorite player, so I can't hate on him.
Nah, I can't hate on him. But listen, man, you got to earn some shit before niggas start just crown.
Right.
That's what white people like to do. They like to just arbitrarily crown niggas.
They live in the moment.
You know what? You have been chosen.
Yeah. Yup.
This nigga is getting older. I can see it coming. There's going to be a catastrophic injury at some point soon.
They do. They'll choose their person. Like Luka Doncic. He is getting so much publicity right now as being the best player in the world.
Oh, yeah. They're trying to dub
They
him.
are trying to force you to
dub him. Yeah.
say Luka's the best player.
Well, he's not.
And they forcing you though.
He's not.
Nope.
Because when that motherfucker, there's two niggas that get on the court right now that's straight up magic. Ja Morant.
Bomb.
And Steph Curry.
Chef.
When them motherfuckers on stage, nigga, that motherfucker.
I ain't been watching a bunch of Ja. How you Ja been balling?
Ja be balling. No, Ja's watching.
That motherfucker's different.
Yeah, he is.
That's different right there.
He said that's different right there.
Yeah,
Ja
he
Morant.
balling.
All right.
He balling. He playing with Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain is balling.
He balling.
That nigga said he could beat Michael Jordan, nigga. I was like,
Well, he's a little cocky. He's cocky, but he's still balling. But he's cocky.
It's Leo. Leo's
Right.
on a day gonna come
like,
on.
nigga, Froby would have killed you, nigga.
You young Froby.
Froby would have killed you.
Yeah,
nigga.
Froby was different.
Froby was dragging more. That nigga was all dragging more.
But it is what it is, y'all. Listen, we don't have a monopoly on the truth, but we would love to have the discussion with anybody. We want to talk to folk. Please talk to us. The Zowood Show, this is what we do. We get on here, we promote businesses, and we talk shit like old men in the goddamn barber shop. Is barbershop talk anti-Semitic? Has it all gone to hell now?
Nigga, all of it. You can't say shit.
Come on, guys. All right, we love y'all. We out. Love y'all. Deuces.
Deuces.